Welcome. Hello. It's the start of a new series called Tea Breaks with Dagg. TBWD. That will be patent pending from now on. Where I get my friends and we make a lovely brew and we chat a few films. Yeah? So today I would like to introduce my very first guest, one of my best mates, Mr. Daniel Watson.
Hello.
So Dan and me, we go a fair bit back. We're good, 7-8 years now. And my film connoisseur, we've watched at least the last 4 Oscars live. I want to say it was 4.
Yeah.
17, 20. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Well,
And we had that nice fiasco of La La Land as our first one, which, I still
yeah. It was.
over. La La Land still should have won, in my zone. But anyway, first question, Daniel, nice and easy. What tea are you drinking?
I'm drinking Earl Grey.
Earl Grey. I've got Yorkshire myself.
Carnage mug.
Carnage mug. I got Rafiki, clearly.
Um,
Did you bring any sides with your tea?
I did, yeah.
What is your favourite biscuit, sir?
It's not my favourite, but
Okay.
the good old custard cream.
Custard cream, gal. All right, this is it. It's over. It's over. Custard cream. I've gone for the lovely selection of chocolate hobnobs, which are falling off my plate. So, how custard cream, bro? What are your taste buds dead? Anyway, so this is meant to be like a small little tea break during work, and we just talk about films. So, first question is, what is your favourite film and why?
Oh, my favourite film is Apocalypse Now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would say Apocalypse Now because when I watched that, I just thought, I don't think I'm going to see a better film.
All right, okay.
Like, I know that's giving it a really big thing, but I just watched that and I was like, that just took me on an absolute journey.
I did enjoy Apocalypse Now, but there were certain moments that I remember sitting there. So I just watched it in my living room one random evening, and I remember sitting there and thinking, I'm a little bit bored, and I don't mean to offend. There were just moments that I was just like, I'm not invested as much as I should be here, which then made me think it's not the greatest film. I wasn't captured. I do get it. Aesthetics are beautiful. Some of the shots and lighting are absolutely stunning. The acting is quality. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking acting. I could never do anything like that. But okay, that is a nice quick question. Question 2: what film would you like to feature in? Why are you so I'm going to have my cheeky little first hobnob? You've answered the first question. I think I deserve a hobnob.
Well, I would take it from one that I like watching, so I'd say just That World. It's just the one that I just like to see on a screen, and it would be Kiki's Delivery Service.
Sorry?
Kiki's Delivery
Service. I have not seen it.
The Ghibli film.
Yeah.
I even watched that last time I was over yours.
Right, yes.
I sat and watched it.
Yeah.
It looks so beautiful. I love the town. I just love to be there.
If you were inside the setting, what would maybe your job be? What would you get on a daily basis? What would you get? What would you do on a daily basis? I said, what would you get on a daily basis? Bread, I guess. What would you do on a daily basis?
Yeah. I don't know. It's really peaceful. It's sort of like a seaside town. So can be something along there, I mean, in that world where there's magic, but it's not as around as much. Sort of she brings the magic, so.
Okay. Yeah. So with your answer there, that might follow on to my question 3. Nice and easy.
Okay.
What film is very underrated that everyone should check out? So a film before, everyone died. What's the one film that you recommend for people to watch? It's not allowed to be a big one, because I could sit here and say Endgame, I'm like, you need
Yeah.
to watch all of them. Like, what is a smaller film?
Yeah. This one I watched just on Netflix randomly, and out of nowhere, an absolute shock. Like, my auntie brought us a bunch of films, and that was in it, and I was so happy.
Yeah.
And it was Slow West. It was
Okay.
a Western film. Slow West, it was called.
Very popular, the Westerns back in the day.
Yeah. Well, no, it only came out in, I think, 2015.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got Michael Fassbender in it, and it's just such a nice Western film to watch, which there isn't many Westerns now.
No, they
It's
like
very much
so.
Tarantino
Yeah,
took that.
from what I remember, Westerns for years was the boom. Just like we're in the superhero boom now. Like every other film's a superhero film. Westerns were everything because they were nice and cheaply made. Good versus evil. You know, you were just nice and simple, and everyone enjoyed a Western. I've watched Westerns. They're not my favorite category to stick on. If I'm chilling with the film, you know, do Westerns even come in the conversation anymore? Like, comedy, romantic comedy, maybe a little thriller, like action film. But no, that's cool. I have not checked it out, so I shall write it down on your little cue card.
I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but
Well, I can always go to a nice little, third-party store and buy it for nice and cheap here in the UK.
it's true.
You can always, that's one thing I do miss with this global pandemic is going out and watching films in the cinema. But I used to go to CEX or even back when I was at uni, and just the DVD section was just like a whole floor, and you just go and check out the titles. Like, I've not seen this, I'm not seeing this. They're like 50p. It was amazing. Okay, sorry, we're going to move back on to question 5. In your view, what is the best scene ever in film, in the whole of cinematic history? And while you answer, I'm going to drink and have another hobnob. God, I love these.
Okay. Can I go for something more, not it's the best ever, but more just a recent one that I thought that's the best scene I've seen in a while?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, what I'd say was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay, yeah.
Just
another film I watched in the cinema, got a little bored at some aspects, but carry on. I'm not the negative one.
The entire end of it, like just all of the music going on and it just ramping up, and I was just I had such a big smile on my face, even though it was just carnage, violence going on. I was like, this is just so stupid fun.
Everything.
And then how it properly ended as well with the flamethrower.
Yeah, flamethrower. Brad Pitt calling his dog. So I remember watching it, and I'm like, there's not been any violence, and Tarantino's famous for his violent scenes, and it all came in one massive ending, and it was like, I think that's what helped me enjoy the film at the end. I have to have some truth here. I didn't do any research while I'm going into watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I didn't understand Margot Robbie wasn't watching herself. So it was the real actress, obviously, who had been murdered. She's watching her own performance in an empty cinema screen, and I was sat there in the cinema going, but she looks nothing like her. And she goes to the poster, yeah, that's me. Can I get in the cinema for free? And I'm like, but that's not you. It really confused. My girlfriend had to tell me at the end of the film, that's what happened, and I was like, I feel really dumb. Oh well, but no, it's a great scene. It is a great scene to pick of recent memories as well. I
mean, as well, I'd say for the other Tarantino ones, like Kill Bill, the whole Crazy 88 fight.
Yes. Oh, how it turns black and white. It's just, it's unbelievable. And the music there, it fits in. I wouldn't sit here and call myself the biggest Tarantino fan. of the millions of people in the world, but I very much do enjoy most of his work. But we're going to move swiftly on because this is only meant to be a tea break whilst we're at work, Daniel. We could sit here all day. Question 5. A moment that made you fall in love with cinema. So for this question, think back to when you were a young one, a little child. Or not, it didn't have to be a little child, but what film did you watch and go, oh my God, I absolutely love films. Like, I love that film and I loved it because of this. Whilst you contemplate, I'll entertain the audience by dunking a whole hobnob without copying Peter Kay going, dunk me again. Look at that, 3 dunks. It's beautiful, all in one. Are you ready? This is how big my mouth is.
Wow.
Easy. Don't say don't get entertainment with me.
Right.
What moment on film made you fall in love with movies?
Yeah. I can't think of one like straight off the top of my head, but I'd probably say just like a really like favorite one of just one that I can really remember as a kid was Jurassic Park. So
Yeah. Is it the same?
Like,
is it the same moment as me though? Like I've got a moment with Jurassic Park I absolutely adore and like remember watching. I was just enthralled. So I'm begging you if it's the same moment as me.
It's probably like it has so many, but probably is Welcome to Jurassic Park.
If I did this, does that count? Do you know what I'm talking about there?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it the same moment?
No.
No! How is that not the same moment?
Park, and I was just so like, oh my god, dinosaurs and seeing them and everything.
What is your moment?
As well as like just the whole Welcome to Jurassic Park, what are the jeeps and just the water, like just going, just building up that like the T-Rex is about.
Oh, so is yours when you first meet the T-Rex and he just like tries to destroy the jeeps and eats that poor person on the toilet? Oh, like that's what I think. I remember as a kid. I thought I remember it wrong as like an adult when I rewatched it. I always thought as a kid he went to the toilet to have a toilet, and he got eaten whilst he was doing a number 2. And then I rewatched it and I was like, no, he's just running away.
As well.
Yeah, he's just running away screaming and hiding there because that's like the only place he could think of hiding. I remember being so shocked when it's Timmy and I can't remember the girl's name. I'm wearing the T-shirt. Oh my God, I can't remember the character's name. And like the T-Rex breaks through the car and they've literally got that like scream to hold them against the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Like, F that, no.
It just looks like the weakest one as well.
Yeah, just
a bit of Pyrex and that's it.
Yeah. So my moment with Jurassic Park, which is heartbreaking because you don't have the same one as me, is that head turning moment where they're in the park and they're just driving, they've just arrived, and Sam Neill like turns ahead to like look, this dinosaur's right in front of, and the music plays like, and I was just like, oh yeah, just it makes me so happy, like all the feels. Okay, with that though, just talking about music, question 6 is, what is the best song in a film? It can be a real life song. It can be a score of a movie. Like what? So like I'll give you an example. I remember if you watched Infinity War. Sorry to go back always to Marvel movies, but I remember going to the cinema and when Thor arrives and the Avengers theme kicks off. Like I remember sat there like, oh, like wow, like little yes. Anyway, that's kind of what the answer I'm after. What is the best? Or it could be Tarantino. When
Yeah.
There are so many answers to this question. What is your personal favorite? What in your eyes is the best song in a film?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I'd say a personal favourite would be, it's pretty unfair when I say, but like Guardians 2, but just the start of it, Come and Get Your Love, when that kicked in and the titles came up, I was like, yeah, I'm going to love this film.
Okay.
Forever.
Wait, in the first Guardians?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where he's dancing and boom, 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 boom. Yeah. James Gunn has crafted a lovely set of movies there, like coherent with music. He says he writes films based on songs that he's got and like moments of films, and that was quality. I didn't enjoy it as much, even though it did it's just made me laugh now even thinking about it. In Endgame, where you repeat that moment and Star-Lord's just singing out loud and there's like no music. That I remember watching it, I was like, no, you've just taken a perfect moment. But then it made me chuckle second, third time watching it. But that is a great example. Do you ever see yourself walking down, listening to music, pretending you are in a film? Pretty sure I've done the Jerry Maguire where he's like slides in on the wood in his pants. Yeah. I've definitely done that in my life. So last question, let's wrap this up maybe. What character best represents you in a film? Tea's so good.
I can't think of a character or anything from a film. So yeah. I'll just go more someone who I'd love to be, and that'll be Captain America.
Okay, I'll let you off. But then I might give you some of my suggestions who I think best represent you in films. Mm-hmm. It's both take a sip of our teas and not say anything. I was going to let you answer, sir. That's why I took a sip.
What did you say?
Who do you think is what is your answer?
Captain America.
Captain America. Oh, wow. Oh, so
I think that's who I want to be.
You want to be Captain America, okay.
Yeah. I don't see anyone as representing me.
You represent some traits of Captain America, politeness, kindness, never say die spirit, but no offense, you do not represent the body informant of Captain America / Chris Evans.
Yeah, I can take that.
Yeah, the only male I think I've ever flustered at inside the cinema. Sorry, Daniel, you're not allowed to have that.
If I just get on that Marvel regime, something can work.
Do that during this nice little quarantine period, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm thinking lovable characters for you, and one of the first ones I thought, well, don't get me wrong, I hope you don't get offended. It's Baloo from Jungle Book, big, lovable, kind, fun to hang out with. I was like, yeah, that could be an aspect of Dan. Trying to think, Samwise Gamgee, but this is the one thing that we disagree on in films is you hate Lord of the Rings, and I worship Lord of the Rings because it was amazing, and it still is amazing. It holds up now, some 17, 18 years later. Samwise Gamgee, you are the Sam to my Frodo. Now that Frodo, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. I'm not that great. But no.
Who Samwise is.
That's right. During this next 3 weeks of not being able to go anywhere, you have to sit down and watch all 3 Lord of the Rings, right? You can watch the extended editions, bro. There's an extra 7 hours of footage in between all of them. That might not
like the normal versions, so why would I watch extended?
Because you just soak up the world. It is amazing. Okay. Anyway, Daniel, thank you very much. We'll wrap this up because clearly if we were at work and we had a little cheeky tea break, this is pushing it. This is more like a tea lunch break, sort of. But thank you very much for being my first guest. I hope you enjoy your Earl Grey and custard creams. So cheers, everyone. Remember, drink your brews and stay safe.